pieces of art, masterful pieces of art ever created. I love stories about women written by women, especially stories with female friendships as the focus. But of course, there's plenty of romance. Hope that you can enjoy a little bit of my comfort, pleasure media with me. I recently went where the manga store is, and every time I've ever been there in the past, all the copies of Nana were gone. But this week I was able to get volume 1. I think that there is almost 40 volumes. Yeah, I've actually never fully read the manga. I've only watched the show. So can you really call me a diehard fan? I don't know. But I am in my heart, wrapped in a thin plastic. I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna make some crunchy sounds with it. I'm gonna read the blurb, and then maybe I will read it, and we can look at the pictures together. Before I get started, I just want to let you know that I have a little cold. So, excuse me if I am sniffly. Nana means seven in Japanese. First protagonist graces the front cover. You can see her here sitting at the table in her apartment. She's at the table reading a newspaper. She's got short black hair. She's an emo girl, just like me. I don't know if you guys knew that, because I tend to come to my videos dressed down. But they wrap volumes in plastic at the manga store. I imagine to hold up the quality of the art, but also so that avid readers and manga fiends don't just spend their entire day reading the copies in the store. They want you to spend your money. Nana Komatsu is a young woman who's endured an unending string of boyfriend problems. Moving to Tokyo, she's hoping to take control of her life and put all those messy misadventures behind her. She's looking for love. She's hoping to find it in the big city. Nana Osaki, on the other hand, is cool, confident, and focused. She swaggers into town and proceeds to kick down the doors to Tokyo's underground punk scene. She's got a dream and won't give up this room. Reflect and warp up the cover. This is why the spine of the book is on the right side and not the left. So when we open the book this way. Let's open to the first page. Oh, the sound of the paper. The paper is not normal paper. That's a very unique consistency. It's a bit thicker. It's a bit grainier. Nana, Volume 1. Story and art by Ai Yazawa. The contents. Nana starting next week. Hang on a sec. You mean this isn't a business trip, but a transfer? The main office in Tokyo just transferred me all of a sudden. What a pain. Well, I have to say, it's a welcome change in this era of corporate restructuring. I hate this. But wait, Tokyo is only 2 hours away by the bullet train. If I wanted to, I could easily see him. This isn't the Middle Ages. Besides, we don't see each other very often anyway, so it's going to be lonely not being able to see you anymore, Nana. But it's work, so what can I do? It's all been great hanging out with you. Thank you. I'm like, I don't know whether or not I should read the sound effects. Like the drip drip of sweat from Nana's face. Or the vroom of the cars passing. Because they are meeting in a car. She's so pretty though. The demon lord of terror sought me out and came crashing down. That was in March of 1999, 4 months before July. I already knew that this relationship didn't have a future. But to end so suddenly, so carelessly, it was pointless to shed any tears. Real, this was me today. That's the part about this series that I love so much, is as these girls go through life and make mistakes and experience things, it's just so undeniably relatable. You're crying, though. But June. That's why I told you to cut it off. A mere high school girl involved in a cheating relationship. Don't say cheating. It makes it sound like a country song. Then what about prostitution? June, I haven't received a single cent from Takashi, and you know that. You're such an idiot. You should have gotten what you could out of him, 'cause he got a free ride. June, what do you mean a free ride? I'm kidding, Nana. I know you were serious about this guy, but if you look at it from his side, it was all a game, I guess. Stab. He probably just thought you're a teeny bopper that just blossomed. Teeny bopper? What part of me is in the eyes of old men? All high school girls are teeny boppers. What do you mean blossomed? Takashi isn't an old man. He's only in his 20s. Compared to a high school girl, all suits are old men. Was I stupid for getting a hairdo like Norika Fujiwara? What are you talking about? I mean, is that supposed to be a Norika hairdo? So that's why he thought I was a teeny bopper. But he's an adult, so I thought I should try to make myself look a little bit more mature. I tried so hard sporting hot outfits on our dates. Uh-oh. That's probably where you went wrong. You tried too hard. Why is that? Why is it that no matter what I do, nothing ever works out? Besides, the name Nana is bad luck. I come up in Nostradamus' prophecies. My name's in scary movies. Lucky 7, what a lie. I'm just cursed. No, I think he probably would have gone to Tokyo anyway. But Tokyo, he's so lucky. You know, I should have applied to a Tokyo art school too. No way! I'd die if you went to Tokyo too, June. But I understand, of course, you would love Tokyo. There's a lot of cool shops, and you can get your hair done at the best salons, I suppose. That reminds me, a cute salon just opened up near the F train station. Maybe I should go. I want to get a perm. So okay, let's go. Huh? You're cutting it? Your hair? While you have a broken heart. It's about looking forward to my next relationship. I'm gonna get a hairdo that won't make me look like a teeny bopper anymore. But after today, you'll be a high school graduate. You won't be a teeny bopper anymore, you know? No way, the graduation ceremony's already started. Oh no. Looking back at my high school life, started and ended with love. And that's not an exaggeration. It was the spring of my freshman year. Disappointed after starting at an all-girl high school with no chance of even meeting guys, I instantly fell in love with Mr. Okamoto, my 25-year-old teacher from art class. I wasn't particularly good at art, but I decided to join art club with this girl from my class, June, who I soon became friends with. I always was good at art. You're quite good at drawing, D.E. At any rate, that's how I got interested in drawing. But after that year, nothing really happened between us, and then he transferred to another high school. Mr. Okamoto, I was growing out my bangs so I could have the same hair as you. I should have professed my love to him. If you don't say anything, nothing will ever happen. Next time I will, I swear. I suppose, but there's always a chance you'd make a move and still nothing would happen. My next romantic encounter came soon enough. How many days will you be renting for? Meet Mr. Nakamura, around 23 years old, the hipster who worked at the video store near my house. Until tomorrow. I went to the video store every day just so I could see him, trying to imitate his hairdo. So that's how I got really into movies. But then one day, when I finally got the guts to talk to him, he blew me off. Let's go out. That's kinda inappropriate. Have a nice day. I probably shouldn't have been so forward. Next time, I'll be less obvious. Nope. Even when you play it cool, bad is still bad. And there were future encounters, like the oh-so-cool Mr. Kawasaki, 35 years old. He's the chef at a restaurant where I work at part-time. But for some reason, nothing came of my romantic efforts. Then there was the baby-faced pizza delivery guy, Yoshida, probably around 20 years old. It's probably because I wasn't charming enough, so I decided to go on a diet. These diet cookies aren't so good. You sure that's the problem? But why do you always fall so easily in love like that anyways? Men are about what's inside, not just how they look, you know. It's true, I was more concerned about looks than most people are. But no matter how hot a guy is, I wouldn't like him if he was empty inside. So then why are all the guys in the movies so great? I wonder if there are any guys out there somewhere who are that cool and nice in real life. What the? I feel like I'm gonna faint. I realized that I really have to start taking the time to get to know the person before I fall in love again. But this was just a fleeting thought. It was the beginning of the summer of my junior year in high school when I finally met him. Hey, what happened? Are you okay? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm okay. You're totally pale. You should lie down for a second on the bench here. No, I'm okay, really. You shouldn't overdo it. I'll get you something to drink. Enter Takashi Asano, age 29. Now that I think of it, he might have used a pseudonym. He might have lied about his age too. It was love at first sight. Have you eaten anything? No, I'm on a diet, so sometimes I get dizzy. You're so cute, just the way you are, without having to do that to yourself. Do you always go to the movies by yourself? Yeah. Good thing I got in shape. I'm a film geek. I don't know why, but I love going to the movies alone. Yeah, I understand, me too. But I would love to go to a movie with you. Well, I'd better get going. You seem like you're feeling better now. I don't know how to thank you. Don't worry about it. Besides, it's getting late. Be careful going home. He was cool and nice and respectful. Totally perfect. I work at a restaurant down the street. If you want to come in sometime, I owe you one. Weeks later, I waited and wondered while going on with my little daily life, but he still didn't show up. I could only think of one thing. I wonder if I'll ever see him again. How would I ever find him? If only I'd at least asked his name. I need junk food. Maybe you were hallucinating from over dieting. There's no way there'd be such a perfect guy in the real world. If there were, I'd be really suspicious. Forget about it. That's why on that day, when I got off work and left the restaurant and I saw him standing there waiting for me, I totally fell head over heels in love with him. I noticed right away that he had a wedding ring on his finger, but I somehow ignored it. If I had to pinpoint the moment when I blossomed into a woman, it was right then. I had genuinely fallen in love with him, and I believed that he loved me back. Silly, silly girl. But looking back now, the only thing I knew about him was his cell phone number. Of course, I didn't know where he lived or where he worked. He only said his job had something to do with computers, but that might have been another lie. We got together only a few times a month, and when we did, it was all about driving to a hotel room. And to think that I thought that this was love. Calling it a mistake would be a total understatement. If it had kept going on like this, there's no doubt that my innocence would have been ground out of me. fun